How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2, and the festival has arrived, the Watanagashi. Hopefully I'm saying that somewhat correctly. If I'm a little off, you know, it's whatever. I'm not shooting for complete perfection. Anyways, we've gotten our rundown of the curse and all of that funny stuff with Oyashiro-sama. Even so, nothing about it is really funny or fun. It's actually really horrifying, but it'll get a lot scarier once we hear of some deaths, which I'm sure is bound to happen if we're going along with the events that occurred in Chapter 1, or similar events. We gotta wait and see what happens. As we got closer to the shrine, we started passing by more people and seeing a lot of parked cars. It began to get noisier, too, and I thought I could hear something like a Bond dance song. Without being able to restrain my impatience, I dashed up the entire flight of stone stairs. Well shit, I would be excited for this too. Whoa, the shrine grounds. They were packed with people. It was a festival if I ever saw one. It actually kind of brings back memories, you know? From all the fun stuff and all that took place here a year ago with Tomatake-san. Oh, and then everything went to shit afterwards, but you know, just par for the course. Yeah, there were a lot of villagers here that I didn't really know. They must have all been pouring in just for today.
Yo, Satoko. 今日はすごい人手だよな。はぐれて迷子になるなよ。
誰が迷子になるんですの?
Sadako, too, seems somehow energetic. Of course, I'm the same way.
あれ? リカちゃんは? まだ自由時間でしょ? リカは村長さんたちと挨拶してましたですわ。すぐに来るでございますわよ。
I see. Rika-chan is the shrine maiden for today's festival, after all. It's probably a pain for her to say hello to all the elders.
実に大変なのですよ。
Okay, so what's the point of even, like, having thoughts if they're just gonna be read?
こんにちはなのです。リカちゃん！お持ち帰り！
Rika-chan wore an immaculate shrine maiden outfit that looked fresh off the shelves. It was a perfect fit for her somehow magical appearance.
どう? 丈とか長すぎない? バッチャからもしも袖がかかるようならって安全ピンを預かってきてるんだけど。
大丈夫なのです。実に快適なのですよ。
As she spoke, she began to do some twists and stretches.
いいね、いいよね、これかいいよね。
There was approximately one person here getting a nosebleed from watching Rika-chan move.
ケイチ君はかいいと思わないかな思わないならメガノになっちゃうからお持ち帰り。
すごく可愛いと思うぞ。かなり活かす。不敬のふりをして写真を撮りまくりたいくらいだ。
Or dad, okay.
2点から撮影して立体視できるようにすれば、立体の生リカちゃんが自宅でいつでももとい眺め放題。
いいね。
Rena's eyes and mine glittered with stars as our noses bled and we drooled. Excuse me there. Had a little bit of a stroke while reading that sentence.
あいつらに近寄ると大変ですわよ。地下室とかに閉じ込められるかもしれないのです。
その割にはリカちゃん楽しそうだけど。
ミーがひどいことを言うのですよ。
We all laughed together again.
じゃ、もたもたしないで祭りを回るかね。リカちゃんの出番までそう時間がないでしょ。
そうだな。よっしゃ、行こうぜみんな。
あ
Are we gonna carry on with that, I want to say this is what's actually gonna happen, but I'm hoping that we're gonna carry on with the, I guess the final round of that game or tournament or whatever that we started in the beginning of this chapter. Like, just for continuity purposes, sorry, I did not mean to do that.
豚肉たっぷりの焼きそばだぜよ。今年はイカリングまで入ってるボリューム派よ。
へい親父、今年の焼きそばもなかなか力作じゃないの。イカまで入れるとは今年は奮発してるね。
へえ、美味しいね、美味しいね。
ああ、イカってのは食ってもうまいが、それ以上に匂いが香ばしいんだよな。軟弱になりがちな歯ごたえも実に見事に補ってる。イカと豚肉のボリューム感は実に素晴らしい。悪くない出来だ。
へえ、ケイちゃんって何気に料理番組の司会とかに向いてるね。
ケイチくんが美味しそうに食べてると、なんだかいつもよりもずっと美味しそうに感じるもんね。
俺はうまいものはうまいっていう主義なんだよ。だから俺がうまいっていうものはとりあえず試してみる価値があると思うぞ。
Makes sense.
ではケイチ、この焼きそばの評価を改めてどうぞなのですよ。
一言で言うとだ、うまい。
Okay. That is indeed 2 words.
胃袋がもう一つあるんなら迷わずもう一つ買ってるな。
Having heard my 3-star rating, a whole line of people suddenly formed in front of the yakisoba stand.
お、すごいよ。ケイちゃんがあんまりにも美味しそうに言うもんだから集客効果バッチリだわ。
Damn.
やるね。
Keiji could get a job working as an advertisement. It was nothing to brag about, but I still decide to stick out my chest and put on airs.
あら、そうなんですね。では私も挑戦してみましたよ。おじさん、たこ焼き一つくださいますこと。
Sadako bought a stick of takoyaki, balls of fried octopus, god damn, what is wrong with my speaking today? From the adjacent stand, and after blowing on it, put one of them into her mouth.
どうかな、さとこちゃん。美味しい評価が出るならレナも買うよ。
Chomp chomp, chew chew, gulp.
あ、料理評論家の北条さと子審査員のご感想をどうぞ。
Though she was all for it a moment ago, Sadako hesitated to give her thoughts. Hey now, what's the matter? Everyone else takes one of their own and puts it into their mouths.
あれれ、レナのは外れだね。僕のも外れです。タコさんが入ってないのです。
This takoyaki vendor. Could this be some sort of summer festival only octopus-free takoyaki stand? An evil takoyaki stand that skipped on the octopus because they figured it would make them good money today.
あ、私のには入ってたわ。タコが入ってる分には十分うまいよ。
このタコなしたこ焼きをどう美味しそうに解説すればいいんですの？
Everyone wondered about that. Our quizzical looks seemed to be drawing equally dubious stares from the people in line.
こんなのはどうかな。たこ焼きなのにタコが入ってないからとってもヘルシー。タコの嫌いな人でも食べられる美味しいたこ焼き。
After hearing that, several surprised guests left the line. It had the exact opposite effect.
じゃあ次は私が挑戦するよ。小麦粉やネギ、紅生姜の味などの素朴さをしっとりと味わわせてくれる自信作。タコが入ってない分だけ素材の味が程よく。
It wasn't half bad, but after hearing that there's no octopus in it, claws, even more people left the line. Well, of course. That's what people are
なんか
wanting.
いいコメントはあるか？率直でいいぞ。
これで400円は高いのです。
Damn. That was too honest. Even more customers leave the line, dealing a lethal blow. There were other takoyaki stands around after all.
いやー、なんか私らとんでもないことをしてるような。
Yeah, we're kind of, manipulating business.
ほら、さとこ、あんたが始めたことなんだから、ビシッとここで逆転させなさいよ。
無理でございますわ。タコの入っていないたこ焼きなんてどう褒めればいいんですの？
Ah, you idiot. Sadako's angry outburst was the finishing blow. Great, now they're gonna have to shut the stand down.
あ、お客さんみんないなくなっちゃった。あれれ、おじさん睨んでる。なんでだろう、なんでだろう。
Well, he's got his mallet. There's no saving this crowd. Perhaps I, Keiichi Maibara-sama, will lend a generous hand.
ケイイチならきっとなんとかできますですよ。タコなしたこ焼き屋さんを助けてあげてほしいのです。
笑顔でトゲのあることを言うな。まあわかった。俺がプロの技を見せてやるからよく見てろよ。
I shoved the stick into an octopus-less takoyaki and crammed it into my mouth. As before, there wasn't any octopus in it, but Mion's had some in it. That was the important point.
このたこ焼き屋の親父さんは本当の意味でたこ焼きが好きなんだ。いや、愛してると言っていい。
Everyone gasped in surprise, including the takoyaki vendor glaring at us.
あの親父さんは本当にたこ焼きが大好きなんだ。大好きだからこそいい加減なたこ焼きを作りたくないんだ。そうだね、親父さん。
The takoyaki vendor looked down, unsure. Those watching were listening intently, wanting to know why octopus-less takoyaki deserves such a high rating.
でもケイイチさん、そんなにたこ焼きが大好きならどうしてタコなしたこ焼きなんか作りますの？たこ焼きに対する裏切りではございませんの？
そうだな、ある意味裏切りだ。だがこれは親父さんにとっての最大限の妥協点なんだ。親父さんは今日だって本当のたこ焼きを作ってるよ。でもそれはこの中のほんの一つか二つでしかない。
まあそうだね。私の食べた一つにはタコは入ってたし、タコが入ってる分にはそんなに悪い味じゃなかったよ。
そう、それが本物のたこ焼きだ。それ以外のたこ焼きは8個入ってなきゃたこ焼きじゃないという一般人の先入観への最大限の妥協なんだ。
ケイイチくんの言う意味がわからないよ。
Honestly, neither do I.
どうして本物は一つで他は偽物なのかな？
その秘密はタコにあるんだ。親父さん、このタコ本物の明石のタコだね。近年明石のタコの水揚げは激減してとても高騰しているんだ。たこ焼きなんかにとても使えないようなとても高い値段になってしまってるんだ。
Then the man, who had been looking down this whole time, mumbled.
はあ、そうよ。明石のタコはすごく高いんだよ。
でも親父さんは明石のタコにこだわったんだ。安物のいい加減なタコを使えばいくらでもごまかせるのに。明石のじゃないのに明石というのぼりを立てて販売してるインチキたこ焼き屋はいくらでもあるのに、親父さんはごまかさなかった。嘘をつかなかった。タコは明石、この一点だけを堅くなに譲らなかったんだ。親父さんはたこ焼きを愛してた。だから嘘をつけなかった。でもどうしても一点だけ強いられる妥協点があったんだ。
それは何ですの？
数さ。たこ焼きってのは一船8個がポピュラーだ。いくら本物の明石のタコだからって言って400円で1個だけってわけにはいかないだろう。でも8個にしなくては買ってもらえない。だから親父さんは涙を飲んだ。本物のたこ焼きを1つ作るために残り7個に嘘をつくしかなかったんだ。
Oh, whoa, the octopus-free takoyaki vendor burst into tears. I gently clapped one of his shoulders.
みんなが何と言おうと 俺はあんたの純粋さを忘れない。あんたこそは本物のたこ焼き屋なんだ。あんただけがたこ焼き屋を名乗っていいんだ。
Damn. People are really clapping for that. As I embraced the shoulders of this man, shedding his manly tears, those watching delivered a round of applause, moved by my speech.
さあみんな、この本物のたこ焼き屋のたこ焼きをどうか食べてやってくれ。こんな純粋な男を大事にしなくてどうして本当のたこ焼き道が守れようか。みんなが食わないなら俺が食うぞ。
見てた人たちがみんな並ぶよ。圭一くん、やったやった。
たこ焼きが美味しそうに感じたってより、ケイちゃんの味演説が面白かったからだろうね。ケイちゃんってガマの油売りとかやったらかなりウケるかもしれない。
Well, like I said earlier, he can easily advertise.
スーパーの実演販売でもやればウケそうですよ。怪しい万能包丁とか売りつける仕事に向いてそうですわね。
Absolutely stunned at my successful pitch, the guy manning the stall next to this one called out to me.
おいおい兄ちゃんたち、うちのあんず飴も頼むよ。
よし、要領はつかめただろう。今度はレナが行け。
よーし、頑張るよ。はう、あんず飴が冷えててとっても美味しいんだよ。水飴の上にね、ちょこってあんずが乗ってるの。はう、かいいね。お持ち帰り。はう。
It looks like she lost herself in this midway through, but a girl giving it such natural praise was itself bringing in some customers. A line was quickly forming behind Rena.
今度はお好み焼き屋だ。さとこ行け。
焼きそばに揚げ玉入りでカリカリなのがとっても美味しいでございますわね。大きなベーコンが丸ごと敷いてあってかじるとほらピローンって出てきて、
おお、うまいうまい。それなら俺も食ってみたくなる。
Then a huge line formed at my words. What on earth is this? So basically, all these onlookers are just following us around all these stands.
みんなのを聞いてから食べるといつもよりずっと美味しく感じるからなのですよ。
So that's it. Even Rika-chan was gorging herself on the food, getting sauce on the bib she'd put on to prevent her shrine maiden outfit from getting dirty. Excuse me.
よーし、おじさんも盛り上がってきたよ。よし、ケイちゃん、私はどれだ？
よっしゃ、ミオはさらにその隣の露店へ行け。ミオンの底力を見せてみろ。
あれ？でも圭一くん、お隣のお店は。
Whoops. A goldfish scooping stand. A bit out of our element.
いや、部活の部長たるもの、相手が何であれ逃げられないね。やってみるよ。
ミオンさんのお手並み拝見でございますわ。
The onlookers were also watching Mion with hopeful eyes. Excuse me.
いらっしゃい。はいよ、網とワン。
よし、やるぞ。金魚はみんな生きがいいね。実に美味しそう。この小さいのなんかそのままボリボリと生でいけちゃうよね。
What?
ミオンさんは何を言ってるんでございますの？
You know, methinks that wasn't Mion.
みーちゃん、食べてたの？去年レナからもらったのも食べちゃったの？
違う。私そんなこと言ってない。
Mion's face went red, and she shook it vehemently in denial.
いや、でも今ミオン、お前自分で言ったぞ。実に美味しそうだ。
Oh, there she is.
確かに言いました。お姉って雑食ですから口に入れば何でも食べちゃうんです。
I was wondering when we were gonna see Shion.
美味しいなら今度僕も試してみるのです。
Wait a second. Hey, what the hell? Shion, how long have you been here?
はーい、ケイちゃんにお姉にみんなこんばんは。
あんたどこから湧いてきたのしよ
焼きそば屋さんの時からずっとです。お姉たちは騒がしいからすぐに見つけられました。
Well, yeah.
もうあんたは関係ないでしょ。早くどっかへ消えなさいよ。
もうお姉もあまり私を邪険にしないでくださいね。ケイちゃん、私が一緒でもいいですよね。
She asked, grabbing my arm and pushing her chest into me. Haha.
ケイチくん、鼻血出てるよ。
Well, that can be explained, of course.
ところてんを押したらニューって出てくるだろ。あれと同じだ。これは抗いようのない現象なんだよ。
へえ、そうなんですか。じゃあ力を入れたらもっと出てくるかな。ギュッ。
Shion's, well, her cleavage, it's right up against my chest.
しよう、あんたこら何やってんの。
Damn, Mion really just loses her mind.
見損ないましたよ。面白いのです。僕もやってみるのです。
Okay, hold on, stop. No, don't. Okay, seriously, do not do that. A plentiful, plump feeling on my left shoulder and the sour sensation of a young, unripe fruit on my right. Yeah, let's just not say any of that. And now we're dead. Shion, Rika-chan, and I, our faces now bruised, fell to the ground, limbs sprawled.
よくやったレナ。
みんな不潔なんだよ。レナに殴られたのです。痛いのですよ。リカは自業自得でしたよ。
Sheesh. Now that Shion was here, the energy around us has increased by 120%.
お姉の友達は実に愉快です。退屈しない
ああ、そう。あんたさえいなくなればもっと愉快なんだけどね。
Jesus.
な。もっと一緒にいたいけど、あんまりケイちゃんを誘惑すると本当にお姉に噛みつかれちゃいそうです。だから私一時退却しますね。また来ます。じゃあね、お姉。
二度と来るな。塩負けしよう。
After teasing her older sister so much, Shion ran away into the crowd of people and disappeared.
なんだか珍しいミオンさんを見た気がしますわ。しーちゃんが一緒だとみーちゃんなんだかかわいいね。
Rena smiled happily, earning her a whack on the head from Mion.
アホなこと言ってんじゃないよ。次行くよ、次。
We went about just like that, really noisy and lively to the other stands. We were paying money towards the beginning, and midway through, the guys running the shops thought we were just too funny, and we ended up being able to fool around without paying much more. I mean, we're literally helping businesses out. The vigorous sound of a big taiko drum echoed through the air.
リカ、そろそろ時間みたいでございましたよ。あ、いよいよなんだね。
Right, it's just about time for Rika-chan to appear in the, offertory dance? Yeah, let's go with that.
ちょっとドキドキしてるのです。
信じなって。リカちゃんが流してきた汗は絶対に無駄になんかならないから。
Mion slapped hard on Rika-chan's back.
そうですわ。リカはきっとやり遂げますわ。頑張るのですよ。その息だよ。
I ball my hand into a fist and raise it into the air.
応援してるぞ、リカちゃん。ファイトオンだぜ。
Rika-chan gave the best smile I'd ever seen, and then pivoted on her heel and ran off.
ちも行こうよ。
そうだな、応援してやろうぜ。
ダメですのよ。演舞中は静かにしていないといけませんでございますわよ。
I got it, jeez. I rubbed a hand through her hair. She was worried about her good friend up to the end.
なら急いで行かないといい場所がなくなっちゃうよ。行こう。
Mion ran off, and everyone else followed a moment later. A large amount of people had already clustered into the tight space to watch the edifying dance.
こりゃすごい人出だな。
I turned around to look at everyone else, but nobody was there. Where did everyone go? They probably got lost among all these people. Finally, I spotted the back of Mion's head on the other side of the crowd. It definitely doesn't look like I can get over there. Well, we got separated, no big deal. We can just meet back up when Rika-chan's dance is over. I gave up on finding the others and wandered around, trying to look for a place where I'd be able to see better. It didn't take long for me to realize I'd have to settle for watching between the heads of the people in front of me, though. Thump. Once again, an even louder taiko drum resounded. This one was to announce the beginning of the dance. I couldn't see very well, but it seemed like Rika-chan had come on stage with the elders who were in priestly garb. I heard low exhalations of admiration, and the seniors rubbing their prayer beads in gratitude. Everyone's heads were in the way, and I couldn't see. It was really frustrating. We should have cut playtime short and come here to get good spots earlier. After Rika-chan intoned the prayer, she took the festival hoe and walked to the pile of quilts stacked on the altar. That's right. The point of the ceremony was to purify bedding and to hold a memorial service, wasn't it? Then the solemn offertory dance began. She had practice using a mochi-pounding mallet. The awkwardly shaped festival hoe Rika-chan held seemed really heavy. Back and forth, up and down, it was doubtlessly difficult to even lift in the air. But she sweated and waved, raised and dropped it again and again. She couldn't just deal with it and do it grudgingly. As the shrine maiden, she needed to retain the dignity and solemn whatever the fuck present at the festival. Sorry. I am bad with words. There must be a ton of pressure on Rika-chan's shoulders right now. Damn, why am I cheering her on from a place I can barely see her? I'm her friend, so I should be right up to the best spot rooting for her. Oh. Someone tugged lightly on the back of my shirt collar. It was Shion. She beckoned me outside the crowded ring of people. She had a mischievous grin on her face, and I took it as her saying she knew a good place nobody else knew of.
Shion? なんだなんだ?
黙ってついてきてくださいね。
After she told me so, she ran in a big detour around the throng. Man, it's great to have someone who knows the lay of the land here at times like this. Impressed though I nearly lost sight of her right away. No more getting separated from me. I ran after her so I wouldn't be left behind. As I wondered in anticipation what kind of secret spot Shion had in mind, we left the crowd of people and went around to the back of the shrine grounds.
おいおい、どこ行くんだよ。
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a better sight from here.
これじゃどんどん離れちゃってるぞ。
黙ってついてくればわかりますから。
Shion gave me a wink that reminded me of Mion as she said that. No sign of people and not much moonlight. It was dark. We had gotten pretty far from the crowd of people on the shrine grounds. How are we supposed to see Rika-chan's dance from here?
そっか、どこか高いところがあるんだな。屋根の上とか、そういうところから見下ろそうって言うんだろう。
はい？なんで屋根に登んなくちゃいけないんです？
だってそうじゃなかったらどうやってリカちゃんの演舞を見るんだよ。
リカちゃまの演舞なんか見たかったんですか？
Yes.
ケイちゃん、ひょっとしてストライクゾーンものすごく低くありません？
なんだか話が微妙に噛み合わないぞ。お前は俺をリカちゃんの演舞がよく見える場所に案内してくれるんじゃないのか？
はい？誰もそんな約束してませんよ。
Aha. What's going on? Why me? Why do I always misunderstand Shion? Is it my fault? Am I just reading the wrong things into it?
じゃあお前は俺をなんでこんなところに呼び出したんだよ。
With an expression that indicated she wasn't fooling around, Shion pressed her index finger to my lips and said slowly and quietly, "This place is a dark, dead, empty spot. You can't see it from the festival grounds, and now a male and female of the same age are all alone together." Huh? Could this be Shion? She's not planning something crazy again, is she?
あれを見てください。
Shion whispered, pointing into the dark underbrush. And there we saw two figures, one male and one female.
なんだありゃ。まさか。
密会の生現場に決まってるじゃないですか。ほらほら、よく見てください。あれ、誰だかわかります？
I peered intently into the dark. At Shion's suggestion, I'm gonna guess it's, that gal and Tomitake-san. Yep, haha. Damn, I'm really good at this game. The two of them were clearly breathing quietly and glancing around to make sure nobody they knew were there, as they crouched before the entrance to a wooden storehouse-like building.
まさかシオン、これを見せたくて俺を呼んだのか？
ケイちゃん、リカちゃまの演舞は毎年見られるけど、こういうのは二度とお目にかかれませんよ。
I had thought that Sonozaki sisters each had their own personalities, but at times like this, they seemed all too similar.
俺は帰るぞ。二度とこんなのに呼ぶなよな。
今動いたらバレちゃいますって。
At our noisy argument, Takano-san suddenly turned around.
あらあら、どなたかしら？
We held our breaths and tried to wait it out, but it seemed like Takano-san was now acutely aware of our presence. Shion and I exchanged glances and then gave up and climbed out from behind the bush.
どうもこんばんは。お月様の綺麗ないい夜ですね。あらあら、シオンちゃんに前原くんじゃない？こんばんは。月の綺麗な夜ね。
おやおや、ケイチ君も隅に置けないね。
Ah, shucks, I don't know about that one.
こんなところで二人っきりかい？だとしたら、僕たちとんでもないお邪魔をしちゃったかな。
You're the ones who were meeting up secretly. Tomitake-san and Takano-san laughed at themselves, and I got on my nerves for some reason. Well, yeah, we're being made fun
って
of.
ことは、富武さんたちは密会してたってわけじゃないみたいですね。
それはもちろん違うよ。そういうロマンスも嫌いじゃないけどね。
I agree.
残念だけど、あなたたちが覗き見したくなるような面白い場面じゃないのよ。期待に添えなくて申し訳ないわね。
そうじゃなかったら何してるんですか？富武さん、今扉の南京錠をいじってませんでした？
Huh? After she said that, I looked at the two of them again and I definitely saw it. They were hunched in front of a warehouse door fiddling with a pretty heavy-looking padlock.
バレちゃしょうがないな。僕たちが倉庫破りをしてたなんて内緒だよ。
内緒って、それ、泥棒ってことですか？
I demanded unthinkingly, just because of how absently Tomitake-san was grinning.
やあね。泥棒ってのは物を盗む人たちのことでしょ。
Now they're burglars.
別に私たちは物を持ち出そうとしているわけじゃないのよ。
へえ。じゃあ何のために鍵開けなんかしてるんですか？ここ、開かずの細具殿ですよね。古出家とほんの一握りの人間しか入ることが許されないっていう。
Wait a minute, didn't we read something about this in the last episode? Something about, like, a padlock being used on, like, the night of this instead of some other security form, meaning it's easier to get in here than other nights? Forbidden storehouse. I took a few steps back at that and looked on the entire warehouse. It certainly looked like one, built, removed from any signs of people, almost as if in secret. It was filthy, revealing how little it was ever opened. And it was built to be durable, giving it a strange, overpowering impression. Doesn't even look like a fucking warehouse. Now that I look at it more closely, it was certainly different than normal warehouses. Yeah, there you go.
ここはね
Okay, we're gonna actually stop here. A little over my time, but it's all good. Thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I think the next episode is gonna be an interesting one. This is entirely different than anything that we've seen in the first chapter for sure. The events definitely seem to be diverging just a little bit. And I wonder if we go in, what we'll find. Or maybe we won't go in and I'm just getting my hopes up. I don't know, but regardless, the next episode I think will be a very interesting one. Thank you all for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. The next few episodes I'm gonna still be recovering with my hand injury, or my hand surgery that I had. And I will still be accidentally doing this. But don't worry, soon enough, everything will all be good. In a few days, I get my bandaging removed, which will be a fun time. And maybe then, because my hand is still a little restricted because of the bandaging, I will stop making that mistake and killing the immersion or whatever. Thank you all again for watching this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.